Welcome to a new video. This video is very important because if you're trying to do YouTube nowadays, you can't just think of YouTube. It depends. If you want to see YouTube as a hobby, then you can definitely treat YouTube as a hobby, right? But if you're in this for a profit, which is the definition of a business, to me YouTube is a business, right? I do YouTube for a few reasons. One of them is because I want to build an audience. Why would I want to build an audience? Because if you look at the past, the best and the richest companies in the world have been oil companies, right? All of them were oil companies in the past. Wars have been fought because of oil. Nowadays, wars are being fought because of attention. Attention is the new currency. What I'm doing is, in the past, I used to build businesses like e-commerce businesses, marketing agencies. I used to sell products online. But at a certain point, you understand that that's not enough. That it's not enough. Every single time, you're not satisfied with just one business. And every single time you want to start a new business, you have to start everything from scratch. And when you have an audience, everything just becomes so easy. It doesn't become easy, it becomes easier. Everything becomes easier. That's because you have an audience that trusts you. And if you're trying to start a business that relates to your audience, which in my case, that's always the case because I like to do business. I like to do things related to finance. So when I'm trying to start a different business, either it has to do with how to better your finances, personal development, how to grow a certain style of business, YouTube channel, e-commerce, affiliate marketing. So whenever I try to start a new business, I'm not starting from scratch. The reason for that is because people already know me. And the reason why people knowing you is so good is because they trust you. So whenever you put something out, you already have a base of people who trust you. You already have friends who already trust you. Sometimes people who have already bought from you in the past. One of my students from YouTuber Pro, let's say tomorrow I start a different course. I start Affiliate Marketing Pro, which is going to be a part of Pro University. And what are the chances that someone that has already bought YouTuber Pro from me, has already taken value from me, they already trust me, they've been through my customer support, they know how good it is, what are the chances that they would buy from me again? It's very high. So I'm not starting from zero anymore. People already know who I am. Opportunities open up when people know who you are. You're invited to podcasts. When you're trying to go to a different country, people know who you are. They ask to take pictures with you on the street. They ask for autographs. Believe me, those things happen because at least in what I do, I'm helping people out. So when people see me on the streets, they ask for photos. They like me. They want to be my friends. They want to help me, right? Because I've helped them in the past. And that's the power of having attention, of having an audience. And I didn't understand that before I started doing YouTube seriously. I just started all of my businesses, but every single time I wanted to try something different, I had to go through everything from zero, from the complete beginning. And nowadays, I know that I can just tell my audience. Whenever I'm trying to start something new, I can just let my audience know. And without having to spend $0, a penny with advertising, I can test out my idea. I can know if it works. I know if it has demand. Even before I start running ads, even before I start making funnels. If you came to this course, I did the beta launch, right? I did a pre-sale, pre-launch sale. If you purchase this course before, you know that the first people to purchase this course, it barely had any videos on it. I was just starting out to push the videos, pushing videos weekly, modules weekly. So even before I had any videos in this course, I started selling it, and I knew that people wanted to buy it because people had interest in growing a YouTube channel. Especially nowadays, it's a huge opportunity, especially now that YouTube is going to pay people for short videos, especially now that YouTube is growing so fast. You know, YouTube is a great opportunity. It comes pre-installed in every Android device nowadays. So that's the reason why I do YouTube. And to me, it is a business. If you want to take YouTube as a hobby, that's totally up to you. But if you want to take it like me, if you want to free up your time, there's this thing. When you're using YouTube as a hobby, you're going to have to edit your videos, you're going to have to edit your thumbnails, you're going to have to give customer support yourself. And if you like to do that, that's totally fine. But if you want to treat YouTube as a business and be able to have freedom of time, which is something that not a lot of people have, YouTube is going to provide you with freedom of place, freedom of geography. You can do YouTube from anywhere in the world. I have this studio right here, but I could easily take my microphone, take the light, take my computer, my camera, put him on the bag and take him anywhere with me, right? Record videos from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where I'm living, where I'm staying. I can just record. Internet is available worldwide. I could just use the internet, post a video. So I have freedom of geography. I have freedom. Another thing that YouTube provides you is financial freedom. It gives you the audience, it gives you opportunities, sponsorships, it gives you reach. People are going to start to know who you are. They're going to start to offer you things because they know you have the power to put it in front of an audience that might want to purchase those items. If it brings value to your audience, it's highly likely that they will purchase it. Another thing that you're going to learn in this video right now is how to treat YouTube as a business, how to have the third part, which is freedom of time. Trust me, if you're doing everything by yourself on YouTube, you're not gonna have freedom of time. You're going to have to work 24/7. But once you start to outsource things, it becomes a whole lot easier. It becomes a lot more fun because you do the part of recording the videos, which is personally the part that I like the most. I don't like going out of video ideas. I don't like writing scripts. I don't like editing the video. I don't like editing thumbnails. I don't like to do that stuff. It's repetitive. It's boring. Maybe it's nice the first few times that you do it, but it becomes repetitive. It becomes boring. It becomes something that you don't have to do. And you can easily build a system for it and outsource it to someone else. Now you might be thinking, I don't have money to outsource it to someone else. And that is complete BS. That's because that is an excuse that I use myself for a long time. If you keep using that excuse, you're never gonna move forward in your channel. If you're using it as a hobby, then it doesn't matter if your channel grows, how many subscribers you have or whatsoever, because you're using it as a hobby. But if you're using it as a business, you want it to grow as fast as possible, because then it will generate the most income possible, it will generate the most impact possible, and it will generate that fast. This thing that you have belief that you have to just keep posting content for years and one day you blow up, that's not true. Because if you post a bad video 1,000 times, it's still going to be a bad video. Consistency by itself is not enough. You need to improve. You need to be able to focus on what's important so you can improve. And if you're focused on editing videos and editing thumbnails, you are never going to be able to focus on what's important, which is being creative, being entertaining, being good on camera. You need to focus on what really matters and let other people focus on what's repetitive. You can outsource that. Whenever I tell people to outsource, people that have low salaries, they tell me, but I don't have money to outsource. I don't have money to outsource. I say, what kind of job do you do? I'm doing pizza deliveries. I'm doing whatever. I'm working at McDonald's. And I say, bro, look, you need to stop wasting money with other things. I know you can save some money up. Put in the paper, how much money do you need to pay a video editor for 3 months, 4 months? That's enough. Just save up that money and then you start your channel. Save up that initial capital that you need for your channel to grow by itself, for you to pay people to do that stuff for you. And then you can pay them and focus on what's important. The second thing that you need to know is, if you're doing it yourself, you're not going to do a good job. If you're paying someone else to do it for you, they're going to do it in a much better way. And when people tell me that they don't have money, I saved up money to start my first YouTube channel and start paying people to edit videos for me. I did that. I was delivering pizzas. When they say, oh, I don't have money, when I have money, I'll pay someone to edit my videos. That's not how it works. It might work for a small number of people. Those people that have experience in editing videos, those very experienced people like Peter McKinnon, those kind of people have a lot of years and years of experience editing videos, which is probably not the case for you. So if you're not one of those people that have years and years and years of experience in editing, even if you are, I highly recommend that you start outsourcing your video editing, your thumbnail editing, and your idea capturing to other people, not the script. If you don't want to outsource the script, don't outsource the script. Just do bullet point scripts, but you can outsource the idea capturing to other people. So how do you build a team? First thing that you need to build a team is what kind of team you need and for what. All right, so if you're starting out on YouTube, I recommend that you get a thumbnail editor and a video editor. That's already going to free up 80% of your time. If you want to have freedom of time, you need to start outsourcing. If you want to grow fast, you need to start outsourcing. You need to start outsourcing. If you can do it right from the get-go, that's going to be so good for you. So for you to be able to outsource, you need to put down a budget for each thing that you think you need to outsource. I recommend you start with video and thumbnail editing. Just find someone that can edit thumbnails for you for $5 and the video for about $60 to $100. It depends on where you're looking. There's a website that's called onlinejobs.ph that people charge even $30 to edit a video. So if you look hard enough, you can find someone for a cheap price. I'm not saying they're the best in the world, but you can scale up once your channel starts growing and once your channel starts bringing in revenue. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to define what type of freelancer you're going to look for. Do you need a video editor? Do you need a thumbnail editor? After you've done that, you could potentially outsource the script, which I don't recommend. I recommend that you outsource the video idea to someone else. Tell them what type of video ideas that you want and then tell them to go get them for you. After you've done that, where can you find a team? You can find a team on Upwork, Fiverr, or onlinejobs.ph. These are the websites that I recommend. And I recommend that you use each one for a specific task. I'm going to tell you what I use them for, okay? So Upwork, I find more serious people, they are better at what they do. If you're looking for a good and skilled video editor, Upwork is the way to go. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than the other two platforms, but if you're looking for a good video editor, Upwork is the way to go. These platforms will give you the protection that you need in case you want to pay people. You're going to be protected by the platform that you're going to receive your edited video, or they will give you your money back. So never pay the freelancers outside the platform because you have no protection. Another thing that you can guarantee is that you're going to get your videos on time if you're using these platforms, because they make sure that you get your video on time, which is a very important aspect, especially when you start growing your channel and you have a schedule. People, your viewers, start to expect that schedule. So it's very important that you follow it, okay? So Upwork is where you're going to look for video editors, script writers, those kind of professionals you can look for in Upwork. What are you going to use Fiverr for? Well, in my opinion, Fiverr is the best for thumbnails and designs. Thumbnails and designs, Fiverr owns it. They have very cheap thumbnails, they have very cheap logos, and they have, in my opinion, they're the best ones. I only use Fiverr for any kind of graphic design that I want to do. All right, so if you're looking for cheap people to outsource your thumbnails and designs, go to Fiverr. And onlinejobs.ph, you can use it for two things. The first thing that you're going to use them for is to hire VAs. What a VA is going to do for you is when you start doing customer support, when you start posting a lot of videos, when you start having to give customer support to your viewers or your clients or even your customers, when you start selling something online, you can hire VAs on onlinejobs.ph. VA just means virtual assistant, and onlinejobs.ph only works in the Philippines. It is for people that live in the Philippines, and it doesn't mean that you have to be there to hire them. You can be anywhere in the world and hire them, but you're only going to be hiring people that live in the Philippines. All right. So they charge very cheaply. They charge anywhere from $200 a month to $350 a month to work full time from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday for you. And you can give them specific tasks. There's a way that you can keep track of that. You can pay through the platform, so you have protection. So a very good place for you to find VAs is onlinejobs.ph. And if you want to find cheap video editors, onlinejobs.ph is where you're going to find the mid-tier video editors. That's about $30 to $50, right? I don't guarantee that they're going to be the best, but they're mid-tier. If you look for video editors in Fiverr, you're not going to like it. There are no good video editors in Fiverr, not to my experience. They charge huge amounts of money and they do not do a good job. If you want a video editor, Upwork is the way to go. If you check here on onlinejobs.ph, I'm hiring some VAs and I want them to be able to look for video ideas for me, do customer support, send emails, reply to emails, go in my Discord server, reply to questions that people may have when I'm not available. And as you can see here, I got 199 applicants on this one, and this one 203. It's showing this because the maximum amount of applicants that you can get per job post is 200 applicants. So I'm going to go through these 400 job applicants and I'm going to find 1 or 2 VAs to help grow my team and help me do customer support to the people that are buying the course, help me do customer support to people in my Discord server, and help me find video ideas, post my videos for me. This is going to free so much time for me so I can focus on generating the ideas, writing the scripts myself, and be able to do what I'm best at, which is being creative and recording the videos. This is Fiverr. When you log into Fiverr, you're going to be able to see a lot of stuff. If you want to find a good thumbnail editor, all you have to do is come here and type in thumbnail, and you're going to be able to see the thumbnails that people do. This guy charges $20. He's pretty good at doing thumbnails from what I can see here. This guy charges 15, 25, 25, 25, 35, $10. You can definitely find people doing it for $5 if you look for in this platform. See, this guy is doing it for 5 and he has 456 reviews. He's 5 stars. So I'll just look for someone that charges around $5 and outsource the thumbnails. Please don't try to do the thumbnails yourself. Your thumbnails are half of the metric that's going to get you more clicks on your videos. It's really, really important. And if you don't do a good job, I'd highly suggest that you pay $5 to outsource them. On Upwork, if you come here and type in video editor, you can search and filter by top rated plus, top rated, which is something that I always do to find the best people on the platform. And then you can just browse through their profiles. This guy charges $40 an hour. This one 45. Like I said, Upwork is a little bit more expensive because they are quality editors. You won't find people like this in other platforms. $50, $100, $70 an hour, 65, 30. 250, 38, 40, 35. So here on platform is where you're going to find a good video editor for your channel. So there are a few things that you need to know about the people that you're going to be outsourcing. When it comes to video editing, always send a video, and when they send it back to you, give them feedback of what you like, what you don't like. Don't just see the video. If you don't like something, tell them. Make sure you let them know, because they will improve the video editing. Every single time that you don't like something, that you need them to add something, tell them. Just tell them. Just say, could you add this feature in the video? Could you do this edit? Could you add this type of music? Could you change this for me in the future? Don't expect to have a perfect edit in the first time that you work with a video editor. That's not how it works, because YouTube, both of you have to go through trial and error, right? You need to find out how he works. He needs to find out how you work. And in time, both of you will improve and refine the way you two work. In time, you two are going to reach a product editor fit, video editor fit. So you're going to be able to work well with each other. So how to hire them? Whenever you try to hire a new editor, anyone for your team, just write a brief description of what you want, a brief description, and ask them to jump on a call with you. Ask them to jump on a Zoom call with you. It's no problem if they don't have a camera when they do the Zoom call with you. Just explain to them what you need. And the best way to do that is by speaking to them. Okay, speak. Zoom call is the best thing. Explain to them everything that you need, what you need, how you need it, and when you need it. That's going to be the best way for you to get fast results with your editors, with your team, or your VA, your thumbnail editor, whatever it is. The thumbnail editor, there's no really need to do that. The video editor, if you want to do it, you can do. I've never done it with a video editor, but the VA is extremely important. You need to jump on a call with a VA. That's because the VA has a lot of nuances, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that you have to explain to them. So I'd highly recommend that you jump on a call with a VA if you're trying to explain something. And also, some stuff you can just use softwares. Instead of paying an actual person, you can use a software to do it for you. Like if you want to use TubeBuddy to perform certain actions on your channel, like scheduling posts, adding videos to a specific playlist, and adding comments after you post a video. TubeBuddy can do all that stuff. It acts kind of like a virtual assistant for you, but it is kind of limited. There are certain things that TubeBuddy cannot do, and for that you're going to need a VA. But I can tell you that TubeBuddy helped me a lot in the beginning, and it will be able to help you a lot in the beginning as well. So now that you know the importance of running YouTube as a business, you're going to be able to have financial freedom, freedom of time, and freedom of location. Those three freedoms are going to make sure that you have the life that you want in the future. YouTube is something that can be a retirement for you. Trust me, YouTube is the only social platform that pays creators like this. There is no other platform where you're able to come in, post videos, and the platform will pay you very, very well just for those videos, just for the views on those videos. There's no other platform that offers these opportunities. It's just crazy the amount of opportunities YouTube offers you. And if you know how to implement this, obviously this is something that takes time. Being able to hire a team is something that takes time. If you have any questions, reach out to us by email, support@philippreece.com, or the Discord server. I'll always be able to help you out. If you have any questions about how to hire a team, if you found someone and you want to know if they're right, I may be able to help you if I see some red flags in what they said, but that's something that you're going to have to figure out yourself in time. You're going to become better. Once you start doing it, you're going to start having sharper eyes. Once you see people speaking to you for the first time, you're going to notice where they're lacking, where they are good, where they're not. So this comes with a little bit of experience, but this information here is everything that you need to know to be able to start doing it. And I recommend that you start doing it right off the bat. It's not experience. If you have a job and you make more than $10 an hour, then I highly recommend that you outsource your video editing to another person, to someone else. All right. They will do a better job than you. They will save you so much time. It will keep you creative, and it's just better all around. It's better for you, better for them. And you're also going to develop the experience to build a team in the future. All right. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you on the next one.